All right. Sorry, I tried to make this video a week ago, but then I was first playing it in standard tuning with a capo at the 5th fret, and you can pretty much do it there and make it sound good. You know, and if you want, maybe I could make a bonus of that way to play it if you don't like getting into alternate tunings. But then I figured out it really is in open C. Open C. Bring your low E string down to a C, your A string down to a G, your D string down to a C, your G string down to an E, your B string down to a G, and your high E string down to a C. Okay, so I will have a whole tab available at my Patreon. Okay, so let's just talk about the picking pattern on its own for a second. So 3 fingers, thumb, index, and middle. You could theoretically do it with just your thumb and index, but I like to use the middle. I think it makes it a lot easier. Okay, so sometimes the thumb starts on the A string, but usually on the E string. I'm just gonna use numbers actually, just to make this uniform. So the 6th string. So start with your thumb on the 6th, then your index on the 2nd string, then your thumb on the 3rd string, then your middle on the 1st string, thumb on the 3rd string again, middle on the 1st string again. 6, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1. Now sometimes instead of that last middle on the 1st string, it's index on the 2nd string. Those are 2 versions. 6, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, or 6, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. Sometimes on one of the chords, the thumb is on the A string, on the 5th string. But everything else stays the same. So then in that case it's 5, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, or 5, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. That 2 with the index seems to be kind of random to me. It seems to be thrown in there at different times. You know, so sometimes it's, and sometimes it's more often the 1st string version, but sometimes there's that 2nd string. Okay. That's the picking pattern. We'll probably talk about it some more. Let me show you some of these chords. So the intro is just this chord. So there's basically, in the main part of the song, there's basically 4 chords. And it starts, the intro starts with this one. So basically the whole time, your pinky's gonna get tired because your pinky just has to hold the 12th fret on the 3rd string the whole time. In the intro, we'll start with the intro. Your 1st finger is on the 10th fret of the 5th string. And then you do that picking pattern. 5, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 5, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1 for 8 bars. On the record, there's like a weird quirk which I reproduced. The first time is like, and then she gets into it, it's like 5, 4, 1, 3, 1, and then it's into it. So that very first measure is just 5, 4, 1, 3, 1, and then 5, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 5, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1. Okay, so you got that pinky there. Pinky's gonna stay there. That's the whole intro, and then you're into the verse. Okay, so the verse, keep that pinky there. 3rd finger on the 12th fret of the 6th string. One time right there. The song is in 3, by the way, so it's like 1, 2, 3. That's the measures are 3 beats each. Okay, so you have this one. Now pick up the 3rd finger, put down the 2nd finger on the 11th fret of the 6th string. Then pick that up and do the 1st finger on the 9th fret. So those first 3 chords, it's like, this is staying the same, the picking pattern is staying the same, and it's just on the low E string. You go from 3rd finger on the 12th fret to 2nd finger on the 11th fret to 1st finger on the 9th fret. And then the next measure, now this 1st finger moves. You could also use your 2nd finger. I was moving my first finger, so then move your first finger to the 10th fret on the 5th string, right? And that's the one, obviously, where the thumb moves to the A string, to the 5th string. Okay, so you do that a couple times. There's an intro where it does this instrumentally twice. Then it goes into the verse. Right. I've been making music. Right. So it does it, is that 8 times? The last time, the last time, it's going to go to this chord and stay on it for 4 measures. 1, 2, and it slows down. If you're, right? If it isn't, right? So otherwise it's just those 4 chords, and then hang on this one for an extra couple of bars for 3 more bars, so total 4 bars on this one, the last time of the verse. Then it goes into the chorus, which is the same chords, but all of them for twice as long. So this one for 2 bars, isn't love. This one for 2 bars, 1, 2, 3. This one for 2 bars. This one for 2 bars. So you're doing the same finger picking pattern, but now you're gonna do it twice on each chord. And then the same thing happens where you hang out on this one for 4 bars when you get to the end. You know. 4 bars. Okay, so after the first chorus, it just goes back and does another verse chorus. After the second chorus, it goes into the outro, which now you're not finger picking anymore, you're strumming. She, I think, strums with her thumb, so with the side of your thumb kind of style. Again, you're in this 3-4 times, so try to get that waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you put a little emphasis on the first beat, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, something like that for the strumming pattern, right? Okay, couple of chords. This is the first one. 2nd finger on the 7th fret of the 6th string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string, and pinky on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. This one just for 3 beats. Then this weird chord. So just take what you were just doing and move the 2nd finger down a fret. So now it's in the 6th fret. Then all the way down to here. 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And this one you're on for 2 bars. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you go back up here and do the same thing again. So again, this 7th fret one for 1 bar, and again this one with the 6th fret on the 6th string. And then this. Now this is how she plays it. This is kind of hard. 1st finger is playing like the 6th fret, or sorry, the 5th fret on the 6th string, kind of going over to bar the 5th fret on the 5th string, or just mute it, and the pinky is on the 8th fret of the 3rd string. This is kind of a weird, graspy chord. If you'd rather do this, so the same thing as this, so just 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string, 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string, and pinky on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. That sounds almost exactly the same. It's 1 note different, really. But that is, I think, what she does. And then just that repeats. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2 measures on this. 2, 2, 3. This again. And then 2 measures on this. Then repeat it. So it repeats that a bunch of times, it quiets down and then goes back up. But that's the end of the song. All right, there's a tab at my Patreon if any of that didn't make sense. If you really want it, I could do the standard tuning version. But this is the open C version, which is how she plays it. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know any questions or comments or suggestions. And I hope you have a very good day.